the center fielder, number 3, David Schulte. Batting 7th, third baseman, number 4, Mason Bennett.
They give the starting lineups out on
Batting 8th, designated hitter, number 15, Jackson Grindstaff. Heavy hitting for the first baseman, number 23, CJ Epps.
They are just now going to
and batting 9th, right fielder, number 5, Quinn Ford.
Starting lineup here. They're led by their coach, Don Eddy, and their starting lineup looks like this. Gabe James is leading off. He'll play second. Nolan Liebert is the number 2 hitter. He'll do the pitching today.
Now, let's meet the players and coaches for the home team of this football. The Crimsons of Jacksonville High School. The Crimson Denver with an overall record of 27 wins and 7 losses. Please meet head coach for the Crimsons, Corey Bunner.
And this team
is assisted by Tim Keller.
Fifth, who played short here today.
Now, let's meet today's starting lineup for the Crimson.
The number 6 hole, Mason Bennett is the third baseman.
Playing center field, number 4, Joe.
Right great hitter is
batting second, first baseman, number 22, Jack Wolf. Batting third baseman, number 5, Nolan Peters. Batting fourth and pitching, number 7, AJ Charpentier. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 14, Ethan Cruzan.
Lineup that you see pretty much all
Batting
year.
sixth and catching, number 16, Bentley Lagerton.
Number 2 hitter is Jack Wolf.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 3, Cy Kershaw.
The pitcher, AJ Sharp.
Batting eighth, the playing shortstop, number 15,
Right fielder,
Tyler Hardy.
occupying the number 5
And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Ryan
catcher. He's a freshman. And he will bat in the number 6 hole.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time, would you all please rise, and gentlemen, ladies and gents, as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Tell you what, let's take a quick 90-second break there, so come back to play-by-play.
The umpires for today's game assigned by the Illinois High School Association.
Should be a good one here this afternoon as we get into the end of the ninth.
First base umpire, Mr.
Get set for
Matthews. And third base umpire.
Get set for baseball, sectional semifinal baseball. The season is on the line today as these two teams match up for the first time this year. For the Indians today, the lineup goes like this. Gabe James leads off, playing second base. Nolan Liebert bats second and pitches. Carson Wall bats third and catch. Nathan Walker bats fourth and left. Eric Ryan bats fifth to shortstop. And David Schulte bats sixth in center. Mason Bennett bats seventh at third. Jackson Grindstaff bats eighth at DH. And CJ Epps will bat ninth and play first base. AJ Charpentier gets the goal in the semifinal game for the Crimson. Will make his 13th appearance of the season, 55 and 2/3 innings, 80 strikeouts, a good number in terms of the number of innings, 2-0 and an ERA of 2.51 balance, and opponents hitting 182 against him for the year. So James will lead off against Charpentier. It's Hedden, Reif, and Cruze into the outfield, left to right for the Crimson. Peters, Harney, Kershaw, and Rolk through the middle, through third to first to the infield, and Lagergan, Bentley Lagergan gets the call behind the plate today. And what is sure to be a fun one here this afternoon as these two teams match up for the first time. James will lead off. Jacksonville meets behind the mound. Ball after the throw down to second. They tap each other's gloves, high-five each other, fist bump each other behind the mound. Charpentier is ready as he steps up, walks up the backside of the mound. Bentley Lagergan lingers in the mound a minute before walking back behind home plate. And we are set to go. Baseball to be played here at the sectional semifinal game. Gabe James leads off for the Indians. Charpentier steps to the rubber, holds his hands over his head, steps up. He'll work out of the windup, stares in for the first time of the day. The wind, the kick, and the first pitch is taken high for ball one. One ball and no strikes. James batting .395, a home run, 28 RBIs. That home run, an inside of the park home run that came against Salem on a Saturday. The 1-0 is a pitch off the outside corner, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. James 2 for 5 of this postseason of the 2 games. Of course, the Indians fans will remember that on Thursday in the game against Cahokia, once the entire starting lineup got subbed out, that ball's popped up behind home plate to the right side. 2-1 now on James. He has a double, one of his 2 hits, a double early in the postseason. He's played very well early on as the Indians continue to track well for the postseason. 2-1. Now one is taken high, 3 balls at a strike to count for James. Playing second base, he's been comfortably in the leadoff spot since about early April when Coach Eddie made the move to pull Liebert to the 2-hole and James to the 1. They just switched places. There's a swing of the ground ball hit sharply to short. One hopper pick up by John Tomlin Hardy. And the throw to first is inside, 1 away. So 1 gone, the ground ball. Nolan Liebert will step up as James hit that ball very hard off the bat of the left side of the infield. But it was an out. Ground ball 6-3. Nolan Liebert steps up. He's off to a fast postseason start, batting 3 for 3 in the first couple of games of the postseason action. Liebert got the start against Cahokia the other day, and he gets the start today on the mound, but also that second. And the first pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Liebert batting right-handed against the right-handed throwing Charpentier, who stares in for his sign. Looking in hard, glove at the belt. He's ready to wind in the 1-0. Strike called. It's 1-1 over the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Liebert has scored 4 times in this postseason with a walk. He's 3 for 3, batting .419 overall, 21 RBIs. 9 extra base hits and the 1-1. So going to pop up foul at a play to the right off the fence. And they count 1-2. The Indians were one of the best teams, played second place in the Mississippi Valley Conference to Triad, who awaits the winner of this game on Saturday in the sectional championship game. And I apologize for any technical difficulties we might be having. The full play-by-play of this game will be posted after the game today onto the YouTube channel if the live stream cuts out. So we apologize for any technical difficulties. We have had some internet problems. Here's the 1-2 to Liebert, and it's taken a while. High, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Liebert has scored 4 times. Right-handed. Had a good season his senior year, and he has been very effective for the Indians at the top of the order. One of the table setters for Mall and Walker. 2-2 is breaking ball up and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Liebert, 4 doubles, 21 RBIs against Charpentier. The right-handed dealer, the ace of the Crimsons. The wind-up to 3-2. In the dirt ball 4, Liebert walks, and in his signature style, he immediately throws it out away and walks on down to first base to end the inning, to start the inning. So a 1-out walk for Liebert to bring up Carson Moore, who has just been the absolute MVP of the 2026 Indians. Batting average 440, team lead, 10 doubles, second on the team, 47 RBIs, first on the team. And he has come up in every single moment that the Indians have needed him to come up. Here's a throw to first. Liebert is back safe, standing up. The Indians have relied on Carson Moore for big moment after big moment. He's 2 for 5 in the postseason with a home run and 5 runs batted in over the 2 games. Another check on Liebert, this time ahead for Stuyvesant's back. And Carson Moore still hasn't seen a pitch yet. Outfield deep on Moore, who did go deep against Cahokia in the first inning of that game before it got suspended due to fog. Charpentier out of the stretch, holds the glove at his shoulders. The pitch. Swing a fly ball, right center field, deep, going back to the right fielder to the warning track of the wall. He's not going to get it. It's up against the base of the wall. Liebert on his way to third. The windmill is on from Eddie. Now the stop sign gets thrown up, but he didn't get it. The throw goes to third instead. Liebert is in. It's an RBI double for Carson Moore. And the Indians strike first in this one. It's 1-0. Houston Cruzan couldn't get there up against the Triad baseball sign in right center field. And the Indians get a run 1-0 in the first on a double by Arson Wall. RBI number 48-6 of the postseason, his first double of the postseason. Sean Holsey will go to courtesy run for him to bring up Nathan Walker. Walker batting .388, 7 home runs, 37 RBIs. Well, he's 0 for 4 so far in the postseason, but he's passed through with a runner at second base and 1 out. Had a chance to get that first RBI and first hit of the postseason, and what a time it would be for it here with 1 out, runner at second. That's Halsey, courtesy loading from Moore. Walker, as time is called, is Carpentier stepped off the mound. Walker batting left-handed, way crowding up in the box. Is top to the cleats, touching the batter's box. The pitch, swinging a high pop fly on the infield. Behind the mound, just left side of the infield. The catch is made with 2 hands by Talon Harding. He makes the catch for the second out. 2 outs at the runner at second. Now 1-0 Indians for the top of the first inning, just underway. Just underway to bring up Darren Klein. Klein was, of course, I think, with the undisputed ace of the Indians, but not getting the start today in the sectional semifinal. Indians instead decided to go with Nolan Liebert. And with Klein now about 5th, and he will play shortstop today. The first pitch to him is swung on a miss for strike 1. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored of the postseason. Over the 2 games, did not play against Cahokia. The ball's at a strike. Charpentier from the stretch, glove at his chest. Ball 0-1. Strike call to the outside corner, 0-2. Up to 2 homers, 14 RBIs for the year. Again, still and 1 for 3 for the postseason. Got a hit on Saturday in the regional final. 0-2 the count. Charpentier stares in for the sign, comes set. He's ready on the mound. Looks for the runner at second. The 0-2. Breaking ball, swinging on, popped out of the air, out of play to the right. And the count will stay at 0-2. Outfield is deep on Klein. Infield looking for the ground ball just to get the out somewhere they can get it. With 2 outs and an 0-2 count on Klein. Steps back out of the batter's box, holds it out over his right shoulder, left cocked out of his chin. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. It's high, 1 ball, then 2 strikes. Charpentier trying to get out of the inning with only the 1 run. Halsey at second, 2 outs, 1-2 the count. 1-0 Indians in the top of the first. Just underway here in Mascoutah, or here in Triad. Got a chance to play Triad of the championship on Sunday. Next pitch is in the third, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Klein. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Aaron Klein. Klein batting right-handed. Shortstop Horney holds the runner on his second. Carpentier looks there, now kicks and deals. High for ball 2. 2-2 the count, or 3-2, excuse me, is the count on Klein. And the count is full with Halsey at second. He looks over to Coach Doring at first. Takes his lead off at second. Klein to the batter's box, count full. 3-2. Charpentier with his glove at his chest. The 3-2. Klein swings and strikes out. And the inning is over. A Carson Wall RBI double. That's the difference early as the Indians get a run. Carson Wall doubles 1-0 Indians on the Indian Sports Network.
For the Indians, 1 run.
Warrior Logo Wear doesn't just print gear. Since 2018, we've been helping organizations build identity, unity, and pride through high-quality branded merchandise and streamlined fulfillment solutions. Want to simplify your branded merchandise and look great doing it? Just contact us at info@warriorlogowear.com or call our number at 618-566-6864. You can also visit our location at 12 East Main Street, Mascoutah, Illinois, 62258.
Rinsing Ag Solutions owner Andrew Rinsing puts his many years of agricultural experience to work. We serve neighbors, friends, and family who we are honored to call customers. We employ a business model that prioritizes farmers. We are able to offer premium products at the lowest possible prices. We also offer drone and ground rig spraying services for farmers and sell Pioneer seeds. To learn more about Rinsing Ag Solutions, Visit our website, rinsingagsolutions.com.
Hey guys, what's up? Today, I'm back with another video. I'm gonna teach you guys how to throw football. Whoa. That was hard to watch. Not only the audio is bad, but the video quality too. If your internet...
Golden Liebert gets the goal in the sectional semi-final game. He'll make his 8th start, his 15th appearance. He is 6-0 for the year in an ERA under 0.91. 38 in the third innings, 49 strikeouts. He has one postseason inning to this point. He started the first inning against Cahokia, and then they pulled him to get Jackson Grindstaff and Olin Musso and a couple of other guys some innings against Cahokia. But he will get the start today. He'll have Joe Reif to lead off, the center fielder. Reif, Rolk, and Peters for the Crimsons in the first. Reif, I think 402, 17 RBIs. As Lieber looks in for the sign from Wall, to the windup and the pitch. Strike called down the middle, nothing in one. Crimson's in their red top uniforms. Crimson's across the front, trimmed in red, trimmed in white. Same with letters and numbers in the front and back of the jerseys. They all one. Low it away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Indians in their typical black jerseys. Indians in black letters across the chest. Purple letters trimmed in white. Same with the numbers on the back. No numbers on the front of the jerseys for the Indians. All wearing white pants with the black piping down the left, down the sides. The 1-1 is a little bit outside, 2-1 the count. 6 doubles, 17 RBIs for Reif for the year. The leadoff batter today for the Crimsons. Lieber winds in the 2-1. Here's a strike called to the inside quarter. 2-2 as he evens the count back up. Mason Bennett plays even with the bag at third. The third baseman for the Indians. Epps plays deep at first, and the 2-2 from Liebert. He is low in the dirt, ball 3. The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Joe Reif playing center field today for the Crimson. Field deep, straight away. Lieber waiting after the ball was in the dirt, gets retrieved, trickled away, and now the pitch. 3-2. It is just outside a ball, 1 and a walk to lead off the game for the Crimson. A walk to Joe Reif. And leadoff man is on for the Crimsons to bring up Jack Rolk. Rolk batting .388. The right-handed batter batting right-handed for the Crimsons against the right-handed Liebert, who wipes his face and hands with a towel behind home plate, behind the mound, as he waits for Rolk to dig in. Now tosses the towel to the ground, touches the rosin bag, spits out some seeds or something, walks up the backside of the mound, touches his right foot of the rubber from the first base side of the rubber. He stares in for the sign from the stretch, set to the belt. Lieber ready, and a quick check to the first, and back safely with head first dive is Reif. Infield and double play down. Epps holds the runner at first. Lieber from the belt with nobody out the pitch. Swing the ground ball hit to third, and it's going to be bow down the third base line and rolled to the corner. And it's 1-1 the count. All the first pitch foul ball. 2 home runs, 33 RBIs for Rolk. Lieber on the back of the mound, waits for Rolk to dig back in. Now he does. Steps back in, whacks the bat around, puts it out, points it out to the mound. Now whacks it over his right shoulder. Lieber pulls his glove from his leg to his arm, comes back, throw to first, back safely there. His first dive is Reif. It was a closer play at first than the one before. Lieber steps to the mound. He's got his glove on his left shoulder, staring in for the sign, sets from his belt. Nods his head, ready, nods his head one more time, and another check of the auto at first, and back safely is Reif. So Klein really trying to control Liebert, really trying to control the run game early on, as he's checked over a couple of times. Here's the 0-1, and a spiking ball in for a strike of the knees, 0-2 to count on Roll. James and Klein looking for the double play up the middle. Outfield is straight away. Epps holds the runner at first. Klein's from the belt. He's ready. The 0-2. Just missed off the corner. A breaking ball missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bennett at third plays even with the bag. Rolk keeps the bat over his right shoulder. Rocks it back and forth a bit. Rocks back and forth himself as a penalty. The 1-2. He's a little bit low, 2-2. And the count levels itself. Nobody out, 1-0 Indians in the bottom of the first inning. Indians got a run on a Carson ball, double in the top half of the inning, and now batting, and now Nolan Lieber trying to put up a 0 in the bottom half. He's got a runner at first and nobody out after a leadoff walk. And another deep count here for Liebert. The 2-2 is up and away, ball 3, 3-2. So back-to-back full counts for the Crimson's offensive batters, and for Liebert, not a great start. One of the things he's prided himself on all year has been his efficiency and his ability to get through innings quickly. That is not the case early on in this one. So one of the hotter days that he's had to pitch in. One of the hotter days the Indians have played in, period. 3-2, the pitch. Hit a hard ground ball back to the mound. Liebert's down to throw the second out there. Darren Klein's relay to first. In time, double play. That ball was tapped back to the mound. Lieber was able to get a glove on it instead. A bit of a soft throw that Klein had to wait on the throw, but his good arm at shortstop was still plenty to mow down Jack Volk at first base. So a 1-6-3 double play, 2 out, and just like that, 2 for the price of 1. And the Indians get the second out of the inning for Nolan Peters, who bats third today for the Crimsons. And the pitch from Liebert is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Peters has a home run, 34 RBIs for the season. Knocks the bat over his right shoulder at a 45-degree angle, the 0-1 pitch. He is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the count evens itself up, 1-1 from Liebert. Liebert is an either-hander one, a whip under one. Opponents are hitting .214 against him, though. Only 6 walks for the year. This is an Indian staff that doesn't walk many guys. Next pitch is a strike outside corner, 0-1-2. Here's the count on Peters. Peters, who has pitched well, who has played well this year, .430 average, home run, 34 runs batted in, batting right-handed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Liebert there to the windup and the pitch. So the ground ball to shortstop. Klein is up with it. He shuffles to his left. He makes the throw to first in time. And Liebert gets out of the leadoff walk with a couple of ground balls. And essentially retires the Crimsons in order. We go to the second inning. 1-0 Indians on the Indian Sports Network.
The Lake of the Ozarks awaits. LOZ Vacations is your one-stop shop for your next Great Lake escape. LOZ Vacations offers beautiful lakefront homes with pools, docks, and more. Rediscover the Lake of the Ozarks, boating, hiking, caves, swimming, and more. Find more information at lozvacations.com or call the number on the screen.
Your home is everything to you, and we know that. The Law Office of Misty L. Webbles is your hometown hero when it comes to managing your home and belongings. Practicing in estate planning, estate and trust administration, and real estate and guardianship, Misty's Law Office's goal is to protect you and your family. After graduating from McKendree and St. Louis University, Misty Webbles has worked in Mascoutah for years and knows the importance of our community. Don't let anyone else handle your family. Trust Mascoutah, trust Misty Webbles.
Aspen Legal is devoted to the risk takers, to the dreamers, to the legacy builders, to the entrepreneurs who are the true engine of our economy. From Los Angeles to New York, from the U.S. to the United Arab Emirates, Aspen Legal protects and helps entrepreneurs build their own unique business legacies.
We go to the top of the second. The Indians up 1-0. David Schulte will lead off for the Indians against A.J. Charpentier. Charpentier gave up a run on a hit in the first inning, a Carson Ball double. Schulte batting .297. His one hit of the postseason to this point is a double. And an RB had a double in the regional championship game.
Winner gets Triad, who easily just won Waterloo earlier this afternoon, 11-1. Here's the first.
And the first pitch of the inning is a strike. 0-1 is the count on Schulte, who's I think .297. 21 RBIs. Charpentier to the windup of the 0-1. Swinging a high pop fly down the left field line, drifting out of play, and it does get out of play, and the count is 0-2. 21 RBIs for Schulte for the year, 4 doubles. He's hit 3 triples as well. He also has 2 walk-offs hits for the year. So he has had a very solid senior season, and especially hot down the stretch. The month of May has been very kind to David Schulte. Batting left-handed against the right-handed Charpentier, the 0-2. In the dirt for a ball, 1-2 the count. Schulte, 2 postseason RBIs. 1 for 3 with a double in the game the other night. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Charpentier nods his head for the sign. They're to wind up the pitch. Swinging a fly, ground ball to the right side. Diving stop by Jack Roll to the right of the bag. He races the bag and is inside. Who beats David Schulte. Wolk went to his left, smothered it behind the bag, but Schulte with good speed, he had to race to the bag, just barely beat him. And just barely beat Schulte back to the bag for the first out of the inning. Mason Bennett bats now. That ball was right behind the bag and a diving stop by Rolk at first. And he was able to beat Bennett, and he was able to beat Schulte to the bag by a step. And there's one away. And to bring up Mason Bennett, batting .269. And the first pitch breaking ball caught the zone for a strike at the belt. 0-1. 5 doubles, 13 RBIs for Bennett for the year. He's 0 for 3 postseason. Charpentier nods his head at the sign. There's a short wind up the pitch. Taken high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the second. 1-0 Indians. In this second inning, Indians trying to get back in the sectional semifinal. Next pitch, a strike at about 1-2. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bennett taps the plate twice with his bat, now pulls it back over his right shoulder. He's ready. Charpentier into the side, the 1-2. So the ground ball shot foul toward the Crimson dugout of the first base side, 1-2 now. We'll do it again at 1-2. Infield looking for the ground ball out there, straight up, outfield straight away. The right center fielder, Reif, shifting slightly over to right center, giving Bennett a lot of room to left center field. He's got a lot of room down the left field line. If we wanted to hit a liner that way, the 1-2. Big breaking ball over the head of Bennett and goes to the backstop. The count evens 2-2. It was a breaking ball that looked like it almost slipped out of the hand of Charpentier, and he wipes his hand now and tries to run with the baseball, get a better grip on the backside of the mound, walks up the mound, arms over his head, sets himself at the mount, looking in for his sign from Lagergen. Into the 2-2. He is outside, ball 3. The count is full on Mason Bennett. Bennett, who has got a very solid start of the season. He's cooled off as of late, but he's still been a good presser. He's played good defense as well. The 3-2. Here's a ball outside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Charpentier. Second, and Bennett is on second 1-out walk of the game. The Indians find themselves in the same position they did at the first. A ground out and then a walk. And we'll see if Jackson Grindstaff can't maybe send one somewhere to get Bennett home from first. A ball in the gap and a ball in the gap again would be nice. He bats for the first time as he's slotted himself into the lineup at DH over the last couple of games for the Indians. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Grindstaff looks toward the third base coach, Coach Eddy. Gets his sign. So does Bennett at first. 1 on, 1 out. 1-0 Mascoutah. 1 ball and no strikes. Charpentier sets from the Shasta pitch. In the dirt, picked up at first by the catcher, and the quick throw back to first, not close to get Bennett. 2 balls and no strikes as that pitch got in there.
Struggles with his control somewhat here in the second inning. And Bennett grabs his lead.
2 balls and no strikes. Charpentier is ready, and the 2-ball no strike pitch on the way, and another set of throw to first to give Bennett there. Bennett is a threat to run. He will go. He already has a postseason stolen base for the season. He's got 14, second on the team. Grindstaff of the box, waiting on the 2-roll. The pitch. Here's a strike call to the outside quarter, 2-1. As Grindstaff took that one all the way with a 2-0 count. The count now 2-1. Infield looking for a double play. That's hopefully what the Indians can avoid here. Grindstaff, who had an RB, had a 3-run triple against Cahokia last Thursday. See if he can't do that maybe again here and set another check to the runner at first. Bennett back safely again. The Indians just as Grindstaff waiting long time in between pitches. 2 balls and a strike, a lot of room left center field. The pitch in the dirt, lowered away, ball 3, 3-1, and we have a balk called, which is going to advance Bennett up to second. So Bennett gets to go to second on a balk, and the count is 2-1, no pitch called, but that eliminates the double play, and the Indians have a runner in scoring position and 1 out. For Grindstaff, who is ahead of the count 2-1. A lot of room to left center field with the position of the left and center fielders. Right up the alley, brings a run home. The 2-1. Just making a pop foul out of play to the right. 2 balls and 2 strikes off the fence. And the count levels itself out. 1-0 Indians in the second inning. Indians, the away team on the scoreboard today due to the coin toss. Coin toss weighed home field is determined. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grindstaff waits for it. Charpentier set to the lead, that is the second. 2-2. Swinging the line drive to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The windmill is on at third for Bennett. He's rumbling for home. The ball is bobbled in center by right. Bennett scores standing up, and the Indians say a 2-0 lead. 2-0 Indians in the second. It's an RBI single for Jackson Grindstaff as he gets his 8th RBI of the season, his 4th postseason RBI. It's on a line drive single to center for Jackson Grindstaff. The Indians up 2-0 in the second inning, and that is their second hit of the game to bring up C.J. Epps. Excuse me, to bring up Quinn Ford.
The number 9 hitter, well, they beat Mascoutah, want to play a bunting game here with 1 out.
To bring up Quinn Ford, who bats. And the first pitch is an outside. And the first pitch, outside corner called a strike. Ford playing right field today. Grindstaff DHing for C.J. Epps. I read the lineup card wrong a little bit earlier today. Looked like C.J. Epps was batting and Ford was going to be the DH4. The next pitch swung on, fly to center field. That ball's going to hang up in the air. Joel Reif is going to make the catch, trotting back to first. It is Grindstaff. And so with 1 out, and so with 2 away, bring up Gabe James, top of the order for the Indians, and a runner at first and 2 outs. As Ford wasted no time in going to center field. James grounded to shortstop his first time. He's 0 for 1. And Charpentier will try to get out of this second inning, no problem. I guess so, sort of a problem. It's 2-0. Check on Grindstaff. The ball gets thrown away down the right field line. It's going to roll to the fence. Grindstaff on his way to second. There's still nobody over to the baseball. Grindstaff's going to rumble his way to third. And he's going to get there standing up. That's a 2-base error. What a bad throw from Charpentier. He could not pick him off. The throw went down the right field line, and it took forever for anybody from Jacksonville to get down the line to get there to grab it. And so Grindstaff is able to get all the way to third. And it is a 2-base error for Charpentier. And there's a runner at third, 2 outs, and 2-0 Indians. And James is now a base hit away from a 3-0 Indian lead here in this second inning. The pitch. And that's a strike call to the outside corner, 0-1. James didn't like the call, asked where it was, but steps back into the box regardless. 0-1 with 2 outs. Charpentier out of the stretch, lets his sign, sets with his glove at his chest, the 1-0, breaking ball, rolled away, 1 ball and 1 strike. James, 28 RBIs for the year, looking for his first postseason RBI. If he could get it right here on the ground on a base hit. Charpentier is ready. Grindstaff down the line to pitch. Is low. 3-1. A double, 28 RBIs for Gabe James. Has played a very good baseball, especially since going to the leadoff spot. That 1 home run and inside the Parker that came against Salem earlier in April. Back in April. That Salem game was back on the 25th of April. 2 balls and a strike, the count with James. Charpentier is set from the belt. And the 2-1 pitch. Jack swing held up, 3 ball, and the pitch is upstairs high. 3 balls and a strike now on Gabe James. 3 balls, 1 strike with runner at third, 2 outs. And the reason Grindstaff's at third is a 2-base throwing error on a pickoff attempt. 2-0 Tribe. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and miss, chase one high. It's 3-2. That pitch was well upstairs. And James makes it 3-2 thanks to his own. So 3-2 the count. 2 outs, runner at third. Top of the second, 2-0 Indians. Charpentier sets to kick the pitch. Strike 3 called outside corner. James is rung up. Second strikeout for Charpentier. The Indians get a run on a hit. There's an error, and the Indians leave a runner. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Indians on the Indian Sports Network.
Around the score for Mascoutah, and they lead after an inning and a half.
Your dream home is just around the corner with Capital Construction Homes LLC. Quality finishings, skilled craftsmanship, and innovative design are all within reach here in your hometown. Capital Construction Homes LLC's custom home building has clients become family with our excellent customer service and care. Serving your community since 1994, experience luxury with Capital Construction Homes LLC.
My team and I are independent financial advisors that help families with their investment, retirement, and wealth management goals. Our mission is to provide premier financial services. Community financial advisors assist clients in making educated decisions about their future by providing a wide range of financial and investment planning services.
To contact your local financial advisor, Matt Schroeder, call 618-607-8066. For any additional information, visit communityfinancial.com.
From the auditorium, where we show the passion and heart.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. AJ Charpentier leads off for the Crimsons. Charpentier, Cruzan, and Lagergan for the Crimsons in the second. First pitch from Liebert is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. No balls at a strike. Charpentier, 9 doubles for the year, 26 RBIs. Liebert kicks and fires the 0-1. Swinging a pop-up on the infield in front of the mound. Liebert runs off the mound, makes the catch halfway between the mound and the plate. And that's the first out of the inning. So one away. And that will be up Ethan Cruzan. 2-0 Indians. We're at the top. We're at the bottom of the second. One out in the sectional semifinal game. The winner of this game will play Triad on Saturday at 11. One out for Cruzan, batting .312. The first pitch is bounced to first and foul. No balls at a strike. Bennett even with the bag at third. Epps deep at first, behind, playing near the outfield grass. In a field that goes from artificial turf for the infield out to traditional real grass on the field. The 0-1. High for ball two, for ball one. One ball and one strike. The count levels out. 1-1 with one away. Cruzan, a right-handed batter. Bieber ready to 1-1. Here's a strike call to the inside corner. 1-2 on Cruzan with 5 doubles, 16 RBIs, batting .312. Stands in, right of the batter, wearing the blue and red batting gloves. And the pitch, taken high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2-0 Indians in the sectional semifinal. Indians have gone to the sectional semifinal a couple of times. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. He strikes out Cruzan, the first strikeout of the night for Liebert, and there's 2 gone here in the first. Indians have gone to the sectional championship a couple of times over the last couple of years. They haven't gotten past that game though. Haven't gotten that past the sectional championship game since 2017, the last time that the Indians were sectional champions. They won 2 in the course of 3 years, 2014 and 2017. Liebert's first pitch now is high to Bentley Lagergan, batting .333. 2 outs and a 1-0 count. But they have not gotten past the title game in 9 years. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. 5 doubles, 33 RBIs for Lagergan, batting right-handed. He's the catcher. He's the catcher today. The pitch, swing, and a strike 2, 1-2 the count on Lagergan. 5 doubles, 33 batted in.
He's a strike away from getting out of the second inning.
Lieber trying to get his second punch out and get out of the second with a 2-0 lead. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the 1-2 on the way. Low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Missed with a breaking ball. Tried to get him to fish on it. Didn't, and Lagergan didn't bite on it. 2-2 with 2 outs. Deuces wire to the bottom of the second. Lieber winds and the 2-2. Swinging a line drive pitch, horribly but foul down the left field line. That ball was roped down the line. Don't know if you could hit it any harder than that, but he But it got a little bit out in front, and it goes foul 2-2. The count will stay. And the Deuces remain wild in the second inning. Liebert walks up the back of the mound, toes the rubber, looks in for the sign. Gets it from Liebert into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball is dropped by Carson Ball. He's out in front of the plate. He's thrown to first in time. And back-to-back strikeouts for Nolan Liebert ends the second inning. We're through 2-0 Indians on the Indian Sports Network.
Sectional play. Jacksonville trails 2-0.
From the auditorium, where we show the passion and hard work of our students, to the classrooms, where our faculty dedicate themselves to shaping the next generation of scientists and engineers. From the weight room, where we inspire our students to be a better version of themselves, to the courts and fields where history is made and memories are saved. From representing our school to just being a part of the community, we are Mascoutah, the high school of choice.
Warrior Logo Wear doesn't just print gear. Since 2018, we've been helping organizations build identity, unity, and pride through high-quality branded merchandise and streamlined fulfillment solutions. Want to simplify your branded merchandise and look great doing it? Just contact us at info@warriorlogowear.com or call our number at 618-566-6864. You can also visit our location at 12 East Main Street, Mascoutah, Illinois, 62258.
Rinsing Ag Solutions owner Andrew Rinsing puts his many years of agricultural experience to work. We serve neighbors, friends, and family who we are honored to call customers. We employ a business model that prioritizes farmers. We are able to offer premium products at the lowest possible price.
2-0 Indians as we go to the third as Nolan Liebert will lead off for the Tribe. Indians 2 runs, 2 hits. Both hits have driven in runs from Carson Ball and Grindstaff. 2 RBIs collective, an RBI for each of them. Nolan Liebert leads off. He walked in the first, came in to score on the Carson Ball double. So Liebert, Mullen, Walker for the Indians in the third as they bat over the second time. Indians up 2-0 for 2. Liebert digs in for the first time today. Carpentier ready, looks in for the sign, nods his head to the windup and the pitch. He is up and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Liebert has scored now 5 times in the postseason. He's been on base 5 times. He's scored every time he's been on in the now 3 games he's played, the 1-0. Inside 2-0. He's 3 for 3 with 2 walks in this postseason. And he continues to play good baseball. And he's been good at the mound so far today. 2-0 the count. Carpentier ready. And it'll wind up the pitch. Swinging a high pop fly out of play down the right field line. Out of play 2-1. Liebert got under that one and late on it. And he's behind the count. And he's ahead of the count rather, 2-1. Infield looking for a ground ball. They're straight up. Outfield is deep with the center fielder Rife playing to right center field. A lot of room to the gap in left center for Liebert, the 2-1. Swinging a line drive to the center field. That is going to be right to Joe Rife. So clearly, the way they had him played, he was played perfectly. And that's the first out of the inning for Liebert. Carson Ball will bat now. And Liebert will be retired for the first time in the postseason. And Liebert is round. He'll walk back to the dugout. Has a word for Carson Ball as he walks back. And Ball will dig in for the second time today. With he's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Ball stands in for the first time. He smoked one to the right center field gap near the 375 marker. First pitch breaking ball is all over it, but pulls it foul. He was all over that one, trying to pound that baseball somewhere, and ended up rolling over foul. They had some authority over it for a rollover. The ball's at a strike for Ball, and RBI double in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Carpentier gets his sign. He had a windup in the 0-1. Breaking ball is a strike call to the outside corner. 0-2. Is that one caught the corner for Carson Ball? The ball's 2 strikes. Ball is a home run, 5 RBIs for the year. And the 0-2. Swinging and miss, Ball went fishing. The ball is in the dirt. Go to first from Lagergen is in time. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. 3rd strikeout of the game for Charpentier. 2 outs here in the 3rd. He's gotten the last 4. And I got Nate Walker, who popped to the shortstop his first time. Walker now 0 for 5 in postseason action. The Indians could use him to get hot. Indians could use him to get hot here in this postseason. If there was ever a time to do it, it'd be now. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 Indians in the third. The pitch. In the dirt for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball with no strikes. Walker does have a walk. He's gotten on base in the postseason. Has yet to get a hit. He's ahead of the count, 1-0. Steps back in, taps the plate 1 time with the bat. Charpentier from the windup and kicks and deals. And it's a ball outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. We're in the top of the third. 2-0 Indians in the semifinal sectional game. What has been a good one so far early. Charpentier from the end of the windup. Kicks and deals. Inside and low, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on Walker. 7 home runs for the year. 11 RBIs, or 37 RBIs. He has 11 doubles. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Walker is not taking all the way, and a strike, 3-1. Outfield straight away and deep on Walker. And the count 3-1 on the Indians left fielder. Charpentier gets his sign, the 3-1 pitch. Up and away, ball 4, third walk issue to the game for Charpentier, and the base runner at first with 2 outs in the third for the Indians. To bring out Darren Klein for the second time. Klein went fishing for a pitch in the dirt for a strikeout in the first inning. And the Indians refused to go in order in this one as they forced 3 walks out of Charpentier. And with 2 outs on the runner at first, they'll bring up Klein. Walker can run a little bit. He's been known to do it. He's got 6 stolen bases, and immediately Charpentier throws over and back safely. Where the dive is Walker. 2 outs and a runner at first. Klein 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the first. 2 away. Charpentier is ready, and the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt and low, 1 ball and no strikes. One ball and no strikes. Charpentier has his pitch. The pitch on the way is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Is that one caught the corner? Outfield straight away and deep on Klein. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the third. 2-0 Indians. Walker at first. Charpentier quickly turns, throws over to first, and Walker gets back with a head first dive safely. It was a bit of a close play over there at first, but he's safe anyway. That's called by the first base umpire. Playoff baseball and sectionals, 2 field umpires for this game. 1 ball and 1 strike. Klein and the batter's box. Another check on Walker, and again he's safe. Charpentier at a 2-base error. He's trying to pick Grindstaff off in the second and threw it down the right field line. Grindstaff was able to get all the way to third. Has not turned Grindstaff off to throw him over. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Walker is running, and the pitch is fouled straight back. It's 1-2. Indians tried for the hit and run. Indians tried for the hit and run there with 2 outs. And Walker didn't go for it. 1 ball, 2 strikes with Klein in the batter's box. Walker at first. Charpentier looks over, now comes set from the stretch. The pitch, Walker not running, swinging a foul off the screen again, 1-2. Klein, 2 home runs for the year, 14 RBIs. He's 1 for 4 in the postseason with a run scored. 2-0 Indians in the third. Charpentier sets from the stretch. A 1-2 pitch to Klein. Strike 3 called outside corner. Klein is run up. 4 strikeouts for Charpentier. The Indians will strand a base runner. But they lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Indians on top. This is Eddie Baseball on the Indian Sports Network.
Warrior Logo Wear doesn't just print gear. Since 2018, we've been helping organizations build identity, unity, and pride through high-quality branded merchandise and streamlined fulfillment solutions. Want to simplify your branded merchandise and look great doing it? Just contact us at info@warriorlogowear.com or call our number at 618-566-6864. You can also visit our location at 12 East Main Street, Mascoutah, Illinois, 62258.
Rinsing Ag Solutions owner Andrew Rinsing puts his many years of agricultural experience to work. We serve neighbors, friends, and family who we are honored to call customers. We employ a business model that prioritizes farmers. We're able to offer premium products at the lowest possible prices. We also offer drone and ground rig spraying services for farmers and sell Pioneer seeds. To learn more about Rinsing Ag Solutions, visit our website, rinsingagsolutions.com.
Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm back with another.
The second goes down from Carson Mall. We're ready for the bottom of the third. And it's 7-8-9 for the Crimsons. Nolan Leavitt goes back to work as the Indians infield beats behind the mound. Cy Kershaw leads off for the Crimsons. Kershaw, Harney, and Hedden. Kershaw right-handed batter against the right-handed throwing Nolan Leavitt. And the first pitch is up and away, 1 ball, no strikes, as Kershaw bats with .250 average, 3 doubles and 18 RBIs. He bats for the first time in this one here today. Leavitt gets his sign in from Carson Ball. He's near to the windup and the 0-1. Bounce foul back behind home plate, the count 0-2.
Well, so far, Liebert has been around the strike zone, and he's mixed up his pitches very well. He's fanned a couple, and again, yet to give up a hit.
The ball's 2 strikes. Leavitt into the line once again, and the 0-2. Swinging a foul back to the fence. The count stays at 0-2. Outfield straight away, not very deep, fairly medium deep, I guess you could say, in the outfield. The infield is straight up, and the infielders play on the outfield grass. The 0-2 is a strike 3 called to the inside corner, and that is 3 strikeouts in a row for Nolan Leavitt. He's got 3 for the afternoon, and he's retired 5 in a row. They bring up Talon Harney with that with 1 out and nobody aboard. Harney will be with that left-handed against Leavitt. Leavitt gets his sign. He works quickly out of the line of the pitch. And the first pitch is a ball inside. Harney showed bunt and pulled it back. Bennett now will play at the cutout of the infield grass and dirt. And the 1-0. And the pitch is outside 2-0 as Harney didn't show a full bunt, but kind of went about a quarter of the way towards squaring and pulled it back anyway to count down 2-0. Pitch. Swinging a looping fly ball foul down the left field line and out of play off over the fence. 2 balls at a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, outfield straight away. Bennett plays even with the bag at third, ready to crash on a bunt. 2-1 is the count. Leavitt into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a line drive over the head of Bennett into the left field base hit. He showed bunt twice, swung away twice, and on the second side, the ball gets bobbled and left by Walker. And because it gets bobbled and left by Walker, Harney is able to get to second base. That was a looping line, a slicing line drive to left over Mason Bennett's head. Walker did not field it cleanly and left, which allowed Harney to get to second base. It'll be a single, I would imagine, and an error. I can't imagine that's a double by any stretch of the imagination. To bring up Ryan Hedden, who stands into the batter's box for the first time. Runner at second. First man in scoring position of the day for the Crimsons. Leavitt now has to work out of the stretch. 1 out, runner at second base, and the pitch is a ball that gets away from Carson Ball to the backstop, and at third base goes Harney. And all of a sudden, they do give an error to Walker. Now all of a sudden, on a wild pitch, there's a runner at third and only 1 away, and now Coach Eddy is going to make his way to the mound, and he's going to have a conversation with his infielders and his pitcher, as the Indians all of a sudden have a base hit, an error, and then a wild pitch is the, so not exactly what you wanted to see.
But he could also swing away too. It's a long conference on the mound.
So a long meeting on the mound as Coach Eddy still talking. Now he walks off. Infield will walk back to their positions, and the Indians Up 2-0 and a runner at third and 1 out and a 1 ball no strike count on Ryan Hedden batting .264. So a single and an error, and a wild pitch has gotten Horny to third base with head of the batter's box. Walker just did not field that base hit cleanly. 1 ball, no strikes. Indians will concede the run for the out. They have the infield back. The pitch. Square to bunt. It's back. It's going to get past the out. It's going to get past the out. Walker's still going to get the out somewhere. They get the out at first. The run comes in the score. That was a bunt that bunt nearly got to the bag at first. Liebert picked it up and just barely got Hedden at first. So the run comes home. So it's an RBI sacrifice squeeze bunt. Sacrifice squeeze. And an RBI for Hedden is 10th. And now the first pitch to Joe Reif at the top of the order is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So nobody on, 2 outs. It's 2-1 Indians here in the third. Next pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Reif walked to the first and was retired on a double play. Came into the game batting .402. Out of the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, chopped to the mound. Liebert has got it. Throw to first is inside, and the inning comes to a close. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. Nobody left for the Crimson in the third. We go to the fourth inning. 2-1 Indians on the Indian Sports Network.
Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm back with another video. I'm gonna teach you guys how to throw football. Whoa. That was hard to watch. Not only the audio is bad, but the video quality too. If your internet looks like this, look no further. Whisper Internet is the best internet provider in Mascoutah, Illinois, and beyond. So switch today. If interested, head down to 9711 Fuster Road, Mascoutah, Illinois, or call at 1-800-765-7772. Whisper. Service is our passion. Internet is what we do.
The Lake of the Ozarks awaits. LOZ Vacations is your one-stop shop for your next Great Lake escape. LOZ Vacations offers beautiful lakefront homes with pools, docks, and more. Rediscover the Lake of the Ozarks, boating, hiking, caves, swimming, and more.
We go to the fourth inning, 2-1 Indians, and it's Schulte, Bennett, Grindstaff, 6, 7, and 8 for the Indians at the top of the fourth inning. Schulte bounced the first his first time, and they'll go up against A.J. Charpentier, who is through the first 3. He's got 4 punch-outs and 3 walks, 2 hits for the Indians so far into this game. And Schulte will lead off, batting left-handed. Schulte, Bennett, Grindstaff. Charpentier raises his hands over his head, comes set, looks in for the sign. He's into his windup and the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to center, right to the center fielder Reif, who's got to come in a couple of steps, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch and 1 out for Charpentier in the fourth. And that'll bring up Mason Bennett, so 1 gone. Bennett walked and scored in the second inning on an RBI single by Jackson Grindstaff. He got to second on a balk, and that was how he got in scoring position for Grindstaff. But he bats here with nobody on and 1 out. Charpentier to the windup and the pitch. He's in the dirt low, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-1 to count on Bennett, who walked and scored to the second. It was his second walk of the postseason. The pitch. Check the swing, held up, ball low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. We're in the top of the fourth inning. 2-1 Mascoutah over Jacksonville here in the sectional semifinal game. Into the line, the pitch from Charpentier. It's in the dirt, ball 3. 3-0 the count on Mason Bennett. And the Indians could find themselves in the same position they found themselves in the first, in the second, and now they could do it in the fourth inning here if Bennett gets the out here. 3 balls and no strikes. Charpentier went to touch the rosin bag, now walks up the backside of the mound. Comes set, glove at the belt. In for the sign, the wind up the pitch. Strike call to the inside corner, Bennett taking all the way.
So far, Charpentier has fanned 3, he's walked 3, and given just 2 hits.
The pitch, 3-1. Here's a strike call to the outside corner, 3-2. So Bennett now has to fight something off here from 3-0 to 3-2. Charpentier gets 2 strikes, and the count is full. 1 out, nobody on. Go to the line of the pitch. Swinging a line drive, foul down the left field line. That was just a hooking line drive that he couldn't keep fair. 3 balls, 2 strikes, it stays. As Charpentier walks back up the mound after getting the baseball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. At the top of the 4th inning, Indians up 2-1. It's been a good one so far in near Troy. The 3-2. Swinging a ground ball hit to shortstop to the Hardy. He's up with it, throw to first, he's inside, and that's back-to-back outs. Here in the 4th inning, 2 up and 2 down to the 4th, and they got Jackson Grindstaff, who's 1 for 0 with a base hit and an RBI.
15, Jackson Grindstaff.
Grindstaff 1 for 0 with an RBI hit in the 2nd inning. He brought that at home. His 4th postseason RBI. Charpentier works from the belt into the windup and the pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 on Grindstaff. Got a base hit in the 2nd inning.
Mascoutah leading Jacksonville 2-1. Charpentier gets a new baseball.
2 outs, nobody on. Grindstaff 7 runs batted in. 2 outs. 1 ball with no strikes. And the pitch is taken high for ball 2-0. That's after DH in today for CJ Epps and right for CJ Epps at first. Oh, he's not hitting today in the 2-0. He is in for a strike, 2-1. It's an interesting move. Now Grindstaff hit for Epps, not Ford. An interesting move, but Epps has struggled as of late. He's 0 for 4 in the postseason with 4 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1. That's on the outside quarter, strike, 2-2. Grindstaff had it 2-0. Now he's back. Now it's 2-2 now. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. Charpentier could get a scoreless 4th inning, back-to-back scoreless innings for the comes to the pitch. Popped foul out of play behind the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Charpentier would love to get out of the inning scoreless. Considering his offense behind him, got him down by run in the bottom of the inning, in the bottom of the 3rd. After a scoreless inning, here's the 2-2, and fouled off again as Grindstaff got one off the end of the bat. And back to the fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild to the 4th. Nobody on, 2-1 Mascoutah, top of the 4th inning. Charpentier is at the mound. He's staring at his catcher. The 2-2. That ball slipped out of his hand and it went wide and low. And the count is full 3-2 with a ball that bounced in. And the count goes full 3-2 on Charpentier. 7 RBIs for Grindstaff. I guess 8 if you count the one today. Charpentier ready. The end of the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Charpentier's 5th strikeout of the day. He's retired 4 straight. The Indians up 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 4th, halfway home in Triad. 2-1 Indians in the sectional semifinal game. You're listening to Indian Baseball on the Indian Sports Network.
The Lake of the Ozarks awaits. LOZ Vacations is your one-stop shop for your next Great Lake escape. LOZ Vacations offers beautiful lakefront homes with pools, docks, and more. Rediscover the Lake of the Ozarks, boating, hiking, caves, swimming, and more. Find more information at lozvacations.com or call the number on the screen.
Your home is everything to you, and we know that. The Law Office of Misty L. Webbles is your hometown hero when it comes to managing your home and belongings. Practicing in estate planning, estate and trust administration, and real estate and guardianship, Misty's Law Office's goal is to protect you and your family. After graduating from McKendree and St. Louis University, Misty Webbles has worked in Mascoutah for years and knows the importance of our community. Don't let anyone else handle your family. Trust Mascoutah, trust Misty Webbles.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. Indians up 2-1. Jack Wolk will lead off for the Crimsons as he bounced after grounding into a double play in his first time. Indians infield with them difficult sort of inning meeting behind the mound as they'll go back to their positions as Liebert looks out, says something to Darren Klein as he goes to shortstop, walks up the mound. Jack Wolk will bat first. He bounced into a double play his first time. Liebert has his sign, into the windup and the first pitch. He is inside and high, ball one. That ball backed up, Wolk off the plate, the count 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Indians have got a good crowd with them today. The 1-0 swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. About a 3/4 swing from Wolk, but it was enough to go around to the plate. 1 ball with 1 strike. Liebert's quick worker, nods off, shakes off ball, now gets what he likes. And the pitch is tapped foul to the left side, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-1 Indians, only 3 total hits in the game. A classic pitcher's duel unfolding here. The pitch. Missed thrown away, ball 2-2 as Liebert tried to get a breaking ball over and missed. Count levels it, so 2-2. Nobody out, leading off here at the top of the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Swing a fly ball into left. Walker racing in. That ball is going to drop in for a base hit. That ball went into the air and then just came straight down. A shallow bloop single to left field. Bloop doesn't feel like the right word because it was high into the air, but it didn't go anywhere. It just kind of went up and then came down in short left field. But a leadoff single for Wolk, and it brings up Nolan Peters with nobody out in the runner at first base. Peters grounded the shortstop his first time. So 2 hits now apiece for either side. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 Indians. Tying run at first, nobody out. At the bottom of the fourth inning, quick check of the runner back safely with a head first dive is Wolk. Both pitchers have really tried to control the run game, and they've been semi-successful. No stolen base attempts yet, except for 1 hit and run by the Indians. On the stretch, the pitch, swinging a looping liner to short, caught by Klein, go to first, double play! A soft line drive to shortstop there, and Klein made the catch, and Jack Wolk was caught too far off the bag at first, and Darren Klein made the throw over. A line-out double play, and there's just like that, there's 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Indians there. 2 quick outs for A.J. Charpentier. The pitcher bounced for himself here in the fourth inning. Liebert into the windup and the pitch. Swing and miss, strike one. He went around in the check swing, 0-1. He popped up to the shortstop in his first trip. That's the second time Liebert has let the leadoff man on and gotten out of it with a double play. Here's a swing and a ground ball to first. Right to Epps with a bit of a bobble. He'll take it to the bag himself. He ends the inning. Liebert gets the score to fourth. We go to the fifth inning. 2-1 Indians on the Indian Sports Network.
Aspen Legal is devoted to the risk takers, to the dreamers, to the legacy builders, to the entrepreneurs who are the true engine of our economy. From Los Angeles to New York, from the U.S. to the United Arab Emirates, Aspen Legal protects and helps entrepreneurs build their own unique business legacies. From Main Street to Wall Street, Aspen Legal, for entrepreneurs.
Your dream home is just around the corner with Capital Construction Homes LLC. Quality finishings, skilled craftsmanship, and innovative design are all within reach here in your hometown. Capital Construction Homes LLC's custom home building has clients become family with our excellent customer service and care. Serving your community since 1994, experience luxury with Capital Construction Homes LLC.
We go to the fifth inning. Indians up 2-1 as they play into the fifth inning. Quinn Ford line to center his first time. For James and Liebert for the Indians here the fifth as the Indians bat into the top of the fifth. They are up 2-1 with 3 innings left to play. barring any spectacular extra inning performances today.
8 of the last 9 men he has.
Quinn Ford leads off.
Base runner in that
Carpentiers retired 8 of the last 9 he's faced.
would be
Ford line to center in the second to pitch. Swinging a fly ball out of play down the right field line, 0-1. On the first pitch foul ball. The count is 0-1 on Quinn Ford. 0-1 the count. Ford line to center. Nobody out. Top of the top of the fifth. Into the windup, Chantier kicks and fires, and a ball just off the corner outside, 1-1. Certainly looked good. It looked good from our vantage point here, but we are sitting at ground level offset to the plate, so not the best thing going to be calling the balls and strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Toward the line to Sutter's last time he's 0 for 1. And down to the count 1-2. Chantier shrugs his arms, comes center of the belt, looks in from Loggard his sign. He likes what he likes, nods his head, he winds and fires. Popped over the air, foul out of play to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count will stay. Every game is every game from here on out for the Indians. Season on the line. It's win or go home for the rest of the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And a breaking ball well high to count even 2-2. Winner of this game will get Triad on Saturday at 11 for the sectional championship. The loser of this game goes home and their season is over. Indians trying to get to a 30-win season. They can do that if they get the win today. Here's the 2-2. So the ground ball hit hard to the shortstop. Out of the hole goes Harney. He's got it. Throw to first in time. A good strong throw from the shortstop Harney. 5 in a row retired by A.J. Charpentier. Top of the order coming up through the Indians. Gabe James will bat. He's 0 for 2. And top of the order, James 0 for 2 at the ground out and a strikeout today. As we bat to the top of inning number 5 here for the Indians as they lead 2-1 over the Crimsons of Jacksonville. Carpentier into the windup and the first pitch. Here's a strike called, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. James 2 for 7 of the postseason to this point. And the 0-1. So I got a foul back to the fence, 0-2 the count. So he got that one. He got off a breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes. James 28 RBIs on to the season. He's leading off today. 1 out, nobody on. A 1-2 pitch coming from Charpentier. And the pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes as James was able to get that one out in front. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. James has a 12 extra base hits for the season. 1 of those in the postseason. He had a double. 1 of those in the postseason. He had a double against Cahokia. The pitch is popped foul off to the right. He has 5 triples on the season. Which is a simply spectacular number. Lots of folks here for that one, and still lots of folks here for this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Charpentier nods, comes set the pitch. Fouled back to the fence. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James putting up a fight. He's 0 for 2. Liebert is on deck. Waiting to bat after James. Rutherford, nobody on. 1 out. Again to the 1-2. Breaking ball fought off, fouled at the last second and fought it onto the fence. That ball, he took a very late swing and ended up hitting it up, getting jammed on it, and fought it off to the right side. So the count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, outfield straight away, infield looking for the ground ball there, straight up the pitch. Inside, down and away, 2-2, and another good take from James. His way on. He's 0-2 so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. James 0 for 2. The windup, the pitch. Fly ball, right center. Shallow, center fielder the right fielder, Cruzan, is going to be the one to make the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. Cruzan, corner off Rife. for the out in right center field and a shallow fly ball. And with 2 outs to bring up Nolan Liebert, who will bat for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. Top of the 5th inning, 2-1 Indians.
It's been a while since Mascoutah's had a hit.
Mascoutah hasn't had a hit since the 2nd inning. They're 2 hit, 2 runs, 2 hits. The first pitch reliever is swung on, hit the air to right. Up ball toward the line comes the right fielder Cruzan. He makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Charpentier. 7 in a row retired by Charpentier. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Indians up 2-1 on the Indian Sports Network.
Leads Jacksonville 2-1. We're back in a minute.
Rinsing Ag Solutions owner Andrew Rinsing puts his many years of agricultural experience to work. We serve neighbors, friends, and family who we are honored to call customers. We employ a business model that prioritizes farmers. We're able to offer premium products at the lowest possible prices. We also offer drone and ground rig spraying services for farmers and sell Pioneer seeds. To learn more about Rinsing Ag Solutions, visit our website, rinsingagsolutions.com.
Hey guys, what's up? Today, I'm back with another video. I'm gonna teach you guys how to throw football. Whoa. That was hard to watch. Not only the audio is bad, but the video quality too. If your internet looks like this, look no further. Whisper Internet is the best internet provider in Mascoutah, Illinois, and beyond. So switch today. If interested, head down to 9711 Fuster Road, Mascoutah, Illinois, or call at 1-800-765-7772. Whisper. Service is our passion. Internet is what we do.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Indians up 2-1 as we play on here in Mascoutah. Ethan Cruzan leads all 4 Crimsons. He made 2 out. He had 2 putaways in the top of the inning. Nolan Liebert throwing well to this point of the ball game. He's given up 1 run on 2 base hits. And the Liebert is down 37 to pitch. And the first pitch of the inning is low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. As Cruzan is struck out swinging in his 2nd inning. Liebert has 3 strikeouts through 4, and the next pitch is swung on, hit in the air to shallow center. Coming in the center fielder Schulte. He puts it away for the out, 1 away. So 1 gone to the 5th inning. As Liebert gets the first out of inning number 5. 3 strikeouts so far through 4 and a third. Liebert trying to get through 5. This is his 8th start. He's made 7 relief appearances on the year. And this is 8th start of the season. And he's been very good at whatever role you need to throw him in. First pitch now to Bentley Lagergen is a strike, nothing in 1. No balls and a strike. Outfield straight away for Lagergen. Infield straight up. The pitch is a strike at the outside corner. And off speed caught the outside corner. 0-2. Liebert sets slightly off south, angled on the rubber. Comes set to the wind up the pitch. It is a pitch just off the outside corner, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The hitter, Lagergen, thought he was struck out. I think everybody did. That pitch looked good. Valley Carson ball framed it a bit too much. The 1-2. He ended at low, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and we'll see how that call by the umpire affects things here in this inning. 1 out, nobody aboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Liebert ready, and the 2-2. Outside, the count is full at 3-2, so from 0-2 to a 3-2 count now. 3-2. Lagergen was struck out, and then the call wasn't made. The pitch popped into the air, right side. Epps is there, calls for it on the infield grass. He will make the catch, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 in a row. So first 2 sent down by Liebert. Cy Kershaw will make his way to the batter's box. 1 in a row retired by Liebert. And there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Indians 2, Crimsons 1. Kershaw struck out looking his first time in the 3rd. Kershaw 3 doubles, 18 RBIs. Squares the bottom of the first one and bunts it foul, and it's 0-1.
Fouled it straight back. So it's
No balls and a strike. Indians
Kershaw.
with 2 outs, no balls and a strike. Lieber trying to get through the fifth.
Waits on
Only 2 innings to go. The 0-1 pitch.
another from Lieber.
Inside and high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. 2 out, no one on.
Kershaw 18 RBIs. All 3 of Lieber's strikeouts came back to back. The 0-1-1. Strike call to the A's, 1 ball, 2 strikes. All of Lieber's strikeouts came back to back in the second and third. Final 2 outs of the second, and then Kershaw the first out of the third. That's where all the strikeouts came. He's got 1 and 2 to count, now the pitch. Swing out of this, strike 3, there's his fourth. He strikes out Kershaw for the second time today. He's got 4 through 5. He goes the Crimsons down in order in the fifth. We go to the 6th inning, Indians up 2-1 on the Indian Sports Network.
2-1. It takes their half in 1 minute.
My team and I are independent financial advisors that help families with their investment, retirement, and wealth management goals. Our mission is to provide premier financial services. Community financial advisors assist clients in making educated decisions about their future by providing a wide range of financial and investment planning services.
To contact your local financial advisor, Matt Schroeder, call 618-607-8066. For any additional information, visit communityfinancial.com.
From the auditorium, where we show the passion and hard work of our students, to the classrooms, where our faculty dedicate themselves to shaping the next generation of scientists and engineers. From the weight room, where we inspire our students to be a better version of themselves, to the courts and fields where history is made and memories are saved. From representing our school to just being a part of the community, we are Mascoutah, the high school.
Warrior logo wear doesn't just
The 2 pitchers do Achilles out to the 6th inning here on this Wednesday afternoon. The Indians up 2-1 as Carson will lead on to the 6th. So I say afternoon. It's really kind of becoming evening as we hit just about 10-6 here in Triad. Carson Ball 1 for 2 with an RBI double in the first. 2 hits today for the Indians. 2 hits today for the night for the Crimsons. As both starters are throwing well. Charpentier's first pitch goes away. 1 ball, no strikes. Blowing away and then to go to the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes on Carson Ball, who struck out swinging his last time in the third. He's 1 for 2. 3 for 6 now. Or 3 for 7 now the postseason. 1 ball and no strikes. He waves back and forth in a windmill motion. Now holds it over his right shoulder. The 1-0 pitch. Strike call to the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Home run, 5 RBI. Home run, 6 RBIs for the postseason from Ball. Trying to lead off this inning for the Indians and get on to set the table. The pitch. Inside and low. 1 ball, 2 balls and a strike. Nate Walker and Darren Klein to follow Ball in the 6th. And that is where we sit right now, with the Indians up 2-1, lead into this ball game. 2 balls at a strike. Charpentier gets out of the windup to 2-1. Inside for ball 2 and 1 the count. Or excuse me, 3 and 1 the count. Not 1 goes ball 3. 3 balls at a strike. Charpentier sets from the belt. He's into the windup and the pitch. Swinging the guy, draws center field. That's a base hit. Carson Ball gets a single to center. His second hit of the game, and the Indians' first hit since the second inning. And the Indians have something going here. Lead-off single here in the 6th. They got Nate Walker to the plate for the 3rd time today, and trying to get the Indians something going here late into this ball game. Walker 0 for 1 with a walk. A base hit to center in the. A base hit for. A base hit for Ball. Now Sean Halsey, and now we'll have a mound visit here for the Knights, or for the Crimsons rather. And we'll see what that's going to result to. It looks like it's just going to be a meeting rather than a pitching change, as the meeting continues on the mound. Halsey will courtesy run from Ball, as he typically does. And as Coach Eddie has some words for Walker just to the left of the plate, as the meeting on the mound continues in left. The outfielders stay separated. Normally you'll see the outfielders convene in center. They'll stay together, they'll stay separate of the outfield. As now the Crimson's coach will make his way back toward the Crimson dugout.
Jacksonville will look.
And Nate Walker will out with a runner at first and nobody out. Halsey running for Mall.
Killing here as Party.
Thank to his being a catcher and getting the and having the ability to get that courtesy runner by rule.
As they shorten up in the middle of the infield.
One on, nobody out. We're at the top of the sixth inning. Indians leading 2-1. Nate Walker to bat of the pitch. Popped foul on a play to the left, 0-1 the count.
Walker so far has popped up to the shortstop and walked. Before that hit from Mall was the last guy to reach base against the Crimson right-hander. He's in the hole 0-1. So a man at first, no one out here. Top of the sixth inning. 2-1 game. Mascoutah leads.
The ball's at a strike as Walker calls time.
At the plate as Walker didn't like standing there that long. Walker came in batting nearly 400 on the season. He's one of the better sticks in this lineup, and he bats in the cleanup spot. A chance to do some damage. Jacksonville would like to shut this inning down.
One low ball to the strike. Charpentier sets runner at first, nobody out. And the 0-1 pitch. Charpentier still waiting, and now Walker calls time again.
Charpentier will do this. He will wait a long time with the runner, try to get the runner to commit over at first base.
No balls at a strike. And Charpentier again sets it about. The pitch now is on the way, and it's inside and low to Walker. 1 ball, 1 strike to the left-handed batter.
This game's reaching about an hour and a half old. Again, if you're just joining us, Troy Triad.
2-1 Indians. We're in the top of the sixth. Whatever this game will come back on Saturday at 11 o'clock to take on the Knights of Triad and to contend for the sectional championship game. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch for Walker. Time is called before the pitch was thrown. Oh, it's a balk. No pitch, another balk by Charpentier. Halsey will try on down to second. It's the second balk of the game, and it's the second time that it's given a runner scoring position.
I guess you're saying he's not coming set, but
1 ball and 1 strike with nobody out, so Halsey to second base. And Walker bats. 1-1 the count, nobody out. Walker walked in the third. He popped out of the first. He's got a runner in scoring position and nobody out. The pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch is inside the ball, 2-1. Aaron Klein is on deck. As it's Mo, Walker, Klein for the Indians in the sixth. And it's Halsey running for Mo. Courtesy running because Mo's the catcher at second base. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. And the pitch is, and the ball is shown. The ball goes to the backstop, and Halsey trots on down to third.
the courtesy runner is over to third base. He's there with no one out.
Walker was able to pull back the bunt. It came in on his hands and went to the backstop. And Halsey is able to go to third. So runner at third, nobody out. 3 balls and a strike on Walker. And the infield will come in for the Crimsons here with a runner at third, nobody out. 2-1 Indians. We're at the top of the sixth. Charpentier for the stretch, the 3-1. Walker gets hit by it in the lower part of the calf. Lower part of his right calf gets hit. And they'll trot on down to first. So they're at the corners with nobody out. And we'll see here what the Crimson defense will do. They will stay in, it looks like. No, man, maybe they're going to back up. Nope, they're going to stay in. Walker at first. Halsey at third. Klein will bat. At the corners, nobody out. The infield stays in for the tie. They're going to go for the out at home if they can. They're not going to concede for the double play. Nobody out. This could be the game on the line. The Charpentier steps off. Knocks down the backside of the mound. Stands off. Catcher comes out in front of the plate to give the defense some signs. And they're going to move the middle infielders back to look for the double play. Third baseman and first baseman will stay in. Corners in. They'll look for the double play somewhere else. Nobody out. Runners out the corners. Klein batting for the third time today. The pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Klein has struck out twice in this game. And that would kind of be exactly what the Crimsons would love here from them. That is exactly what they want. Would be for Klein to strike out again. 4 balls and a strike. Nobody out. The 0-1 pitch. Instead of checking the runner, Walker going to go back to second. He's safe at first. Charpentier faked the throw to third, then turned around and threw to first. Walker was able to get back just barely in time. No balls and a strike to count on Klein. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're at the top of the 6th. 2-1 Indians. Sharp and Tier is ready. The 2-1. The 0-1 rather is lowered away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1. Jacksonville's defense got to come up big here. You're Sharp and Tier.
1 ball and 1 strike on Darren Klein. Batting with runners at the corners, nobody out. Sharp and Tier is set at the belt. And he steps off, fakes a throw to third, then fakes a throw to first. No throw. The ball doesn't actually leave his hand. You could, and it looks like they're not gonna try to pull some rookie little big league trick with a fake throw down the line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing the fly ball to right. That should get a run home. Right fielder cruising, coming in toward the line. He's not gonna get it. It drops in for a territory down right field line. Halsey's in. To third base goes Walker off to stop there. He held up, and then the throw gets away from the shortstop, Harney. Cruzan was going down the line. He looked like he had it caught. It went off his glove and fell in. Only 1 run will score, but everybody else is safe. Walker to third, Klein to second. And the question is that an error or is it a hit? It almost has to be an error. And you would think it would be on a ball that just did not.
Walker is over at third.
And a ball that didn't quite get past the bag at third base.
They'll bring the infield in. You got runners at second and third.
So second and third, nobody out now for Klein, and the infield will come back in.
David Schulte, the center fielder, steps in.
David Schulte, the center fielder, will come in. And the pitch. He swings just a fly ball in the air down the left field line, slicing down the line toward the corner. And the catch is made in foul territory. They're going to send Walker to the plate. The throw to the plate is not going to be made. Throw back to second. Klein dives back in there safely. It's a sac fly for David Schulte. The Indians have a 4-1 lead now in the 6th inning. And Schulte gets his third RBI of the postseason on a fly ball down the left field line. And the 4th Indians run of the game will come home to score. The Indians up 4-1 over the Crimsons now.
The sacrifice fly off the bat of Schulte, so 1 out. Got 2 runs in, and still a runner down at second. That's Klein. And here's Mason Bennett, the third baseman, stepping to the plate. He looks at ball 1 outside. It'll be after Bennett. It'll be Klein's step. Well.
So Bennett takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 ball to no strikes. Runner at second, no, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The Indians up 4-1 now with 2 runs here in the 6th. They have the pitch coming as Sharp and Tier will step off for the Crimsons. Bennett 1 ball to no strikes. He's 0-4 with a walk and a run scored. Klein at second, nobody, 1 out. 2 runs into the inning. 4-1 Mascoutah in the top of the 6th. And finally, some insurance for Nolan Lieber to the other side. The pitch popped into the air, right side toward the fence. That ball is going to get out of play just over the dugout to the right side. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike on Mason Bennett. Klein is second, 1 away. Sharp and Tier gets to do baseball, walks up the front of the mound. He'll walk behind the mound now. He'll set, wipe his hands off, touch the back of his head, steps over to the rubber from the third base side, comes set, stares in for a sign from Lagergen, comes set, glove at his chest, holds him above his head and pulls it back down to his chest. He's ready. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is, as he takes a long time, and then time is called at the plate. And he's done that a couple of times this inning.
So, Sharp and Tier now will call his catcher out.
And now he's going to have his catcher out.
Conference with him.
He's going to have his catcher out to have a talk. Klein will run over and give Coach Eddie a towel that apparently he had to wipe some sweat off or something. So Klein goes back. Now the catcher Lager going to make his way back to the mound. Sharp and Tier walks up the backside of the mound. He will get ready. 4-1 Indians in the 6th. They've put 2 on the board in this inning. After not having a hit since the 2nd, they only have 1 hit in this inning. They have 4 runs on 3 hits for the game. Sharp and Tier from the stretch. For the runner at second. Checks the throw. Klein dives back in safely at second. And Sharp and Tier is not one to shy away from checking the runners. He's thrown over several times in this game. And if you're not playing to the major leagues where you have the rule on how many times you can do that, why not take advantage of it? Here's the 1-1. Bennett shows bunt, pulls it back at the count 2-1 to the pitch high.
Did he go? I think he did.
They said he did not go. He looked like to me like he pulled it back in time. The count 2-1 on Mason Bennett, who's 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored. Klein at second, still 1 out. Top of the 6th, inning, Indians 4, Crimson's 1. Charpentier sets with his glove at his chest. Outfield straight away, the 1. Bennett shows bunt, pulls it back at a pitch inside and low. The count 3-1 now.
The batter Bennett now 3-1. When you need to throw a strike.
Jackson Grindstaff is on deck with Klein at second and 1 away. The count 3-1 on Mason Bennett.
He has one of the hits today for Mascoutah.
Bennett in the box. Charpentier ready from the third base out of the rubber. 3-1 the pitch. Klein runs. The pitch is a strike call to the inside corner. No throw to third. Klein is a stolen base. So Klein gets the stolen base. For Klein, his 17th of the year, and the infield will come right back in with 1 out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Mason Bennett in the box. Klein at third. Infield is in. Outfield is deep. The 3-2. Bennett swings. Fly ball. Right field. Cruzan is under it. Klein can run. Cruzan makes the catch. Klein tags. He's coming home. Throw to the plate is going to be a little bit up the line. Klein will score. Sack fly by Bennett. And the Indians add 1 more. It's 5-1 in the 6th inning. A 3-run top of the 6th. They lead at 5-1. It's the Indians 5, the Crimsons 1. And with now 2 outs, and it looks like we might be getting a pitching change.
You got to say this, Mascoutah getting the maximum.
We might potentially be getting a pitching change here. RBI number 1 of the postseason for Bennett, 14 of the full year. And maybe we're not going to get a pitching change as the coach has not taken a baseball from Charpentier. Just having a conversation with his infield. Jackson Grindstaff is next up on deck with now 2 outs and nobody aboard in this. With now 2 outs and nobody aboard in this 6th inning. Grindstaff with an RBI hit would be up against Charpentier as the Indians would try and do it. Now they will send a new pitcher to the mound. As A.J. Charpentier's day is done, he goes 5 2/3. And honestly threw the ball very well, and he gets a hand from the Jacksonville crowd here today. As Cy Kershaw
Charpentier to go short and Hardy to move to second. That's generally the way they'll do that.
Kershaw will come to the ball game on a good outing from A.J. Charpentier.
Try to keep things right where they are. There are 2 outs.
So 2 outs, it's 3-1.
6th inning.
For the Crimsons, number 3, Kershaw.
Call a couple of hits.
And typically the move here for the... And so Charpentier will go to shortstop. Talon Hardy will go to...
Second, and so all 3 of those players were just essentially switched positions.
We'll go to second base.
If you're just joining us, Mascoutah got a low run in the first.
It's 5-1 at the top of the 6th inning. Indians got 1 in the first, 1 in the second. They've tacked on 3 more here in the top of the 6th inning as Cy Kershaw gets the call in relief for the...
And Mascoutah started the inning with a base hit from Paul, then a hit by pitch.
Gets the call in relief.
Whether you want to score a double or an error, the ball hit to right field. The first 3 batters reached. And then they were able to move up a variety of ways and a couple of sacrifice flies.
And so Charpentier
Mascoutah, a 3-run 6th inning here, and you're going to bring in
will get credited for 5 runs, I believe. And I'm trying to double check here to see how many are earned based on the error count here. Jackson Grindstaff digs in for the first time, so 5 runs. 3 are earned for him. First strike, the Grindstaff is in for a strike. So 5 runs, 3 earned on the ledger for Charpentier. No inherited runners for Kershaw. And the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line, out of play foul. Now the count 0-2 on Grindstaff. 2 outs, nobody aboard of the 6th. Grindstaff 1 for 2 with an RBI in the 2nd inning. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks today for Charpentier. Now Kershaw with an 0-2 count. He gets his sign from Lonergan. He's at the windup of the 0-2. And it's in the dirt for a ball 1-2. Looking ahead of the bottom of the sixth inning for the Crimsons. They'll have the 8-9-1 Horny, Hedden, and Rife due up in the bottom of the sixth. And the 0-2 is taken high for a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
May well have been a pitch count situation with Charpentier that got him out of the game.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wide to the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, right center field, shallow, and in comes Cruzan. He will make the catch and end the inning. 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left for the Indians in the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth. The Indians up 5-1. This is India Baseball on the Indian Sports Network.
We move to the bottom of the sixth inning. Mascoutah leads
Hey guys,
Jacksonville
what's up?
5-4.
Today, I'm back with another video. I'm gonna teach you guys how to throw football. Whoa. That was hard to watch. Not only the audio is bad, but the video quality too. If your internet looks like this, look no further. Whisper Internet is the best internet provider in Mascoutah, Illinois, and beyond. So switch today. If interested, head down to 9711 Fuster Road, Mascoutah, Illinois, or call at 1-800-765-7772. Whisper. Service is our passion. Internet is what we do.
The Lake of the Ozarks awaits. LOZ Vacations is your one-stop shop for your next Great Lake escape. LOZ Vacations offers beautiful lakefront homes with pools, docks, and more. Rediscover the Lake of the Ozarks, boating, hiking.
Your home is everything to you, and we know that. The law office of Misty L. Webbles is your hometown hero when it comes to managing your home and belongings. Practicing in estate planning, estate and trust administration, and real estate and guardianship, Misty's law office's goal is to protect you and your family. After graduating,
we go to the sixth inning. Out of the sixth, Talon Horny leads off. Horny, Hedden, and Rife. Owen Lieber stays in the ball game for the Indians as he has gone 5 solid innings to this point. First pitch of the inning is in for a cold strike 1. Horny is now playing second base after the pitching change for the Crimson. Horny went to second. As here's the 0-1, swinging at a strike 2. Horny went to second. They've moved Charpentier to shortstop, and then brought Cy Kershaw into pitch. 0-2 and away is taken high and upstairs. Ball 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count 1-2 on Horny with nobody out. 5-1 Indians as they got 3 in the top of the 6th to extend their lead, and the 1-2 pitch next is outside for ball 2-2. We play on the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-1 Mascoutah. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Horny. Lieber there to the windup and the pitch. Strike 3 called to the inside corner. Lieber does strikeout number 5. Lieber's 5th K of the day, of the night. He's retired now 6 in a row, and he brings up Ryan Hedden, who bats for the second time. Does not have an official at-bat recorded, as he had a sacrifice squeeze bunt RBI in the 3rd. That's how the Crimsons got their only run of the game to this point, as Lieber goes out to the windup and his first pitch. A little bit high for a ball 1-0. Hedden and then Rife with 1 out here in the inning. 1 ball to no strikes. The 1-0 pitch from Lieber. Here's a strike call to the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-1 Indians, bottom of the 6th. Lieber threw 5 in the 3rd. Very solid innings. Solid value at this point. The next delivery is inside a breaking ball, missed in. 2-1. The count of the right-handed batting Ryan Hedden, who's in left field tonight for the Crimson. He's not had a very busy day in left. He's only had a couple of chances. One of those chances resulted in a run and sac fly. Next pitch is swung on, grounded to shortstop. Klein is up without a couple of hops, and his throw to first is in time for the second out of the inning. 7-0 retired by Nolan Lieber. We go to the top of the order. The Rife will bat. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. The next right-handed batter. Rife bounced back to the pitcher in the 3rd, and he walked in the 1st inning. Indians 5, Crimsons 1. And we play in the bottom of inning number 6 as Liebert steps to the rubber. Rife batting right-handed, and the wide of the pitch. Up and in for a ball 1-0 on Joe Rife. Has a very much of a crouched batting stance. Knocks the bat back and forth over his right shoulder. The 1-0 pitch. Strike call to the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Liebert trying to get through his 6th inning of work. He's thrown the ball really well so far through 6 innings. And the 1-1. He is inside, 2 balls and a strike. Liebert has now increased his innings total for the year to 44. Now to the next pitch. A little bit low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and a strike, as that one missed low. And Liebert has it 3-1. He's retired 7 straight. He's only got with a 1 walk, and that was the first batter of the game. 3-1 pitch. Fouled back, 3-2 off the fence. And the count back to full at 3-2 with 2 outs in the 6th. Indians up 5-1. Only 3 half innings to go unless Jacksonville makes a big comeback. Liebert comes set to the rubber. Gets a sign in from Carson Ball. Nods his head to the one he likes. He's into the one into the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3, called to the knees. Liebert has strikeout number 6. He's got kicks Ks through 6 innings. We go to the 7th, and he ends up 5-1 on the Indian Sports Network.
My team and I.
Your home is everything to you, and we know that. The law office of Misty L. Webbles is your hometown hero when it comes to managing your home and belongings. Practicing in estate planning, estate and trust administration, and real estate and guardianship, Misty's law office's goal is to protect you and your family. After graduating from McKendree and St. Louis University, Misty Webbles has worked in Mascoutah for years and knows the importance of our community. Don't let anyone else handle your family. Trust Mascoutah, trust Misty Webbles.
Aspen Legal is devoted to the risk takers, to the dreamers, to the legacy builders, to the entrepreneurs who are the true engine of our economy. From Los Angeles to New York, from the U.S. to the United Arab Emirates, Aspen Legal protects and helps entrepreneurs build their own unique business legacies. From Main Street to Wall Street, Aspen Legal, for entrepreneurs.
Your dream home is just around the corner with Capital Construction Homes LLC. Quality finishings, skilled craftsmanship, and innovative design are all within reach here in your hometown. Capital Construction Homes LLC's custom home build.
We go to the 7th, 9-1-2 for the Indians in the 7th inning. The Indians leading the Crimson 5-1 here at Triad, sectional semifinal. Indians 3 outs away now. I guess 6 outs if you want to say they have to bat here, but on the other side, they're 3 outs away from their 3rd meeting with Triad of the year, and they're trying to get over the hump and the chance to try to get over the 9-year hump of the sectional title. Cy Kershaw's first pitch of the inning is in for a strike to Quinn Ford. Ford is 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out today. He's 0 for 2. Kershaw got the final out of the 6th, and the 0-1 is swinging a miss strike 2 as Ford chased that one away. 0-2 to count on Quinn Ford. 5-1 Indians. We play in the 7th. And the 0-2 pitch. Swinging tapper, foul right at home. The count stays 0-2.
So now it is still 0-2.
The ball's 2 strikes as Ford steps back in. Taps the plate with his bat, rolls it back over his right shoulder. Kershaw gets the sign he wants. Now takes off his catcher a couple of times. Now he's got what he wants, and the 0-2. Swing, and it's strike 3. Ford has it. It pops out of the glove of the catcher, Lagergen, and his throw to first is in time to retire Ford. So there's one away. As he gets Ford 1 gone.
Number 9, Kershaw. So there's 1 out. No one on for the...
So to bring up the top of the order, and Gabe James, who's 0 for 3. Ground out, strikeout, fly out. He's done everything but line out. With 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th inning. Indians 5, and the Crimson 1. The first pitch is taken high for a ball 1-0. Triad awaits the winner of this game Saturday morning at 11 a.m. as that will be game time for that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It is a ball just outside 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. James 0 for 3, trying to get on base here in the 7th inning. The 2-0. It's upstairs and high, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to count. James 2 for 8 in the postseason now after his 0 for 3 so far today. And the pitch. Taken high for a ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to James in the 7th. And a 1-out walk for Nolan Liebert, who will bat now. And I would imagine that it'll be Liebert who will finish this game in the 7th inning once we get through the top half of the inning. And I would imagine Coach Eddie will give Liebert a chance to finish this one here today.
Fly ball to the center fielder, Rife in the third.
One out.
To right as last time. So
Runner at first. Lieber walked and scored to the first. And the pitch. Here's a strike call to the outside corner, 0-1. No balls and a strike with one out. Runner at first. 5-1 Indians, top of the 7th inning.
James now grabs another big lead over there. Kershaw comes set.
No balls, one strike. And he comes back, bounce off the plate. As time was called. Lieber line to center, flew to right here in the 5th. No balls and a strike. And another check of the runner at first, back safely. No balls and a strike with one away. Lieber locks it out over his right shoulder. The 0-1. He is inside of the count 1-1 as Kershaw missed in. Lieber lined to center and flew to right. He walked and scored in the first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first base in James. Kershaw with his right foot of the rubber. Works from the stretch. And the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Lieber shows bunt, pops it up behind the plate, and it goes to the fence, and the count 1-2 on Nolan Lieber with 1 out in the 7th. Outfield deep and straight away for Lieber. He's got 1 home run for the year with a grand slam against Freeburg. A grand slam against Freeburg back on the 2nd of May.
He's not just playing 500 ball, he's having a lot of success. Here's a ball almost thrown out in the right field.
As the check on the runner at first, James is back safely.
He got to it. 1-2 the count on the batter.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lieber steps into the batter's box.
Kershaw now checks the runner. James, another big lead over there.
And the 1-2, swinging a lot shot to third. Past the glove of third baseman Nolan Peters into left field. James will hold it second. It's a base hit for Nolan Lieber as he gets a shot down the third base line. First and second, 1 out for Carson Mall. As the Indians look like they might be trying to add some on here in the 7th inning. As Mall's 2 for 3 today. And could add to this and could add to the 5-1 lead of the 7th, and really kind of try to put this one to bed for the Indians, and they can square up and they can start to square up for Saturday. Trenton Holscher will go and pinch run, courtesy run for Liebert's first.
Courtesy run for Lieber. So now you got runners at first and second, and only 1 out.
So James at second and Holscher at first. Mall will step in for the 4th time today. 2 for 3 day for Carson Mall. The only at bat was a strikeout. The only other at bat, I should say, was a strikeout. First and second, nobody out. And the pitch. Swinging a fly ball straight away center field. The center fielder going back. Life going. He's under it. Makes the catch. James tags edge for third. He'll get there standing up. Will go to the side. Could have gotten there standing up. And they're at the corners with 2 outs. Is Mall with a deep fly ball out to center. And they got Nate Walker with runners at the corners. Walker was hit by a pitch in the 6th. He's been on base twice. He's 0 for 1. And at the corners, 2 outs. Here at the top of the 7th inning. And Walker will do his best to maybe try to extend the Indians' lead, get to a little bit more insurance, try to put this game even more out of reach as we go to the 6th, 7th inning. He swings. It's a fly ball to right. Ball hit very deep to the 1. It's going to be back. Cruzan will make the catch, though, on a ball that was smoked off the bat of Nate Walker to right. The Indians will strand 2. Well, let's hold them and go home and get ready for Triad. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Indians up 5-1 and 3 outs away from a sectional championship berth. This is Indian Baseball on the Indian Sports Network.
Warrior Logowear doesn't just print gear. Since 2018, we've been helping organizations build identity, unity, and pride through high-quality branded merchandise and streamlined fulfillment solutions. Want to simplify your branded merchandise and look great doing it? Just contact us at info@warriorlogowear.com or call our number at 618-566-6864. You can also visit our location at 12 East Main Street, Mascoutah, Illinois, 62258.
Rinsing Ag Solutions owner Andrew Rinsing puts his many years of agricultural experience to work. We serve neighbors, friends, and family who we are honored to call customers. We employ a business model that prioritizes farmers. We're able to offer premium products at the lowest possible prices. We also offer drone and ground rig spraying services for farmers and sell Pioneer seeds. To learn more about Rinsing Ag Solutions, visit our website.
Bottom of the 7th, Indians are 3 outs away from going to a sectional championship game where they will most likely, as long as they win this one, they will meet Triad here today to meet Triad on Saturday at 11 a.m. Nolan Weaver is on the mound. He will go out to try to finish this one off and get a complete game. It's Jack Wolk to lead off. He's 0-1 for 2. Had a base hit to left in the 4th and a ground down double play in the 1st. Lieber to the wind of the first pitch of the inning. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field deep. Schulte get to the gap. He will get there, diving. Can't get it. It's off his glove. It's grabbed out there in right center field by the right fielder. Ford. It's a leadoff double for Jack Wolk and a good start for the Crimson in the 7th inning. He lined that baseball off in the right center field. Schulte nearly made the catch. He went diving to his left he went diving to his left and nearly grabbed it. Didn't quite make the play.
Jacksonville's got something going. Brings in Nolan Peters, who's 0
Nolan Peters is 0 for 2. Grounded to short, line to short, grounded to short. The line out was a double play. Wolk at second, nobody out. Lieber will have to pitch out of the stretch. Although the last time Peters led, he lined into a double play. The Indians would love to have that here again. Nobody out. Lieber looks at his wristband, comes set from the belt. From the first base side of the rubber, and time is scored to the plate by Peters. Outfield to be deep and straight away. Runner at second, nobody out in the 7th inning. Nobody out the pitch. He is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a hot shot to the right side. That's a base hit to the right. So they are going to wait. They're going to hold the runner at third base and Wolk. And back-to-back hits to open up the inning. And back-to-back hits to open up the inning for the Crimson. So runners out the corners and nobody out for Jacksonville. I'd imagine here in a 5-1 game that the Indians, as Coach Eddy makes his way to the mound, and they might be going to the bullpen here for the Indians. Lieber's day might be over. There is somebody warming up. I think it might be Brandon Klein warming up at the bullpen for the Indians. And that would be the most logical guess as to who the Indians would go to here. Runners out the corners and nobody out. A.J. Charpentier will be the batter for the Indians when the mound visit is over, and they will keep Lieber to the game as Eddie will make his way back to the Indians' third base dugout. Indians 4 hits in the game for the Crimson, and 2 of them have come in this inning. Nobody out. They're at the corners. Indians will give up a run for 2 if they can get a ground ball, and they'll get the double play and give up the second run. It's 5-1 to the first pitch. Swinging a line drive to left. That ball is going to be caught by Walker. The runner will not tag from third. And that ball was hit very hard, but it was right to Nate Walker, who's got a very good arm in the outfield. They decided not to test it. Wolk stays at third. Ethan Cruzan will step to the plate. And now Lieber is a ground ball away from a winner and sending the Indians to the sectional championship game on Saturday morning. Lieber from the belt with runners out the corners. In the pitch. Check swing and a strike, 0-1. He went around. 0-1 on Cruzan. Cruzan 0 for 2. He flew to center and struck out swinging. Lieber from the stretch with 1 out. Runners out the corners. The pitch. Ended in and low, but Maul kept it in front. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-1 Indians in the 7th, bottom of the 7th. First and third, nobody, 1 away. Indians up 5-1. Lieber deals. Strike call to inside corner on Cruzan. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Cruzan. Spawned to center and struck out swinging. Infield is back. They'll get looking for the double play if they can get a ground ball here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball, shallow right. Over to grab it is Schulte. Makes the catch. They're going to hold the runner again. And that's the second out of the bottom of the 7th, and the Crimson are down to their final out of the day. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Bentley Logging in the final hope for the Crimson. And Nolan Liebert is an out away from sending the Indians to the sectional championship game. CJ Epps, who got the baseball back, has a word for Liebert as he walks up the mound.
Has fanned and popped up to the first base.
Now batting the catcher, number 16.
Nolan Liebert has gone all the way.
Liebert is through 6 2/3. Gave up 2 hits to start the inning, but
Runners lead away from first and third.
he fires a strike on the inside corner into Lonergan. No balls at a strike on Lonergan. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up. At the quarters, 0-1 is inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Liebert trying to get through this inning. It'd be win number 3 for Coach Eddie and the Indians if they win this game. Had a chance at a 3rd crack at Triad, who's beaten them 11-1 twice. The pitch. As check swing, he did not go with the appeal to the first base umpire at a count 2-1 on Lonergan. Indians have had their first 30-win season since 2023, or since. Indians that have their first 30-win season since 2024. They did not win 30 games last year. Swinging a ground ball, second base side, a cue ball. James has got it. The first of the inning is over, and the Indians take home the victory. They will go to the sectional championship game on Saturday, and will take on Triad in the final game for all the Sables of the sectional.
Saturday morning, sectional championship game where they will meet the Triad Knights.
Indians today got 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 5 runners on. The Guides got 1 run on 4 hits. They got 2 errors, and they left 2 on. And a game that took an hour and 57 minutes. Nolan Liebert gets the win. AJ Sharp and Tier gets the loss. And we will see you Saturday morning at 11 as the Indians will take on Triad for a chance at the sectional title. This has been a presentation of Indians Baseball on the Indian Sports Network.